They'll be calling you a radical. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. I feel fine. Whole world dies. Ecology totally collapsed. People dying in droves. Unemployment rate highest in U.S. history. Let's do math, kiddies. The workforce in America, the so-called legal workforce, a little over 100 million. Now, how many have applied for unemployment claims? That's not taking effect. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick, the craftsman. They took the craftsman out 20 years ago. Any craftsman, the concrete finisher, the plaster, any artisan, they wiped them out long ago, replaced them with so-called illegal labor. They could clean illegal labor up overnight. The people that are employing them, not paying any taxes. So you're just going to take a kids. The Pacific Ocean now. We'll talk salmon numbers. We'll talk about Michigan, the toxic waste site. Dow Chemical freaking has flooded the nuclear waste site. Has flooded the super sites underwater in Michigan. Oh, that's all cleaned up. That Fukushima's all cleaned. Kids, let's play pretend today. Little Johnny, Cindy, all of it. Let's play pretend. That's what we do because we have a country of 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old, 70-year-old. The baby boomers were taught well. They just ignore what they don't like. Right? Death for dogma, death for dogma. Give me dogma or give me death. Then we have a population younger than that has no clue, they don't have a clue. They never lived. They were never given an opportunity to live. I mean, what are they missing out on? They think this is normal. Let's sit around and play a video game. I like how camping now is take this RV, take this, that, see how much noise your gun, how much you can destroy when it used to be for peace and serenity. They have no clue what life is. None. How can they take to the street and protest? They don't even know. They're like, what? What are you talking about? Everything's okay. I feel fine. I mean, I'm, chronically obese. I can't sleep at night. I got psychological issues at the end, but that's normal, right? Everybody feels like, oh, okay. Well, is it their fault? No, it's the baby boomers' fault. I like the kids, the baby wolves of San Diego. I used to call them. They always walk around. They have shirts that say, "Thank you, scumbag baby boomers." The generation that will never own a house. The generation can't even live in the neighborhood that they grew up in. But you got a group of baby boomers who were born with a silver spoon up their ass into debt-free America. Not only did they take the equity their parents built up and freaking they sucked the future away. The salmon collapsed from the sea. So, the tide pools just all wiped out and died. Wouldn't that be the canary to you? Oh, Kevin Lodge is full of shit. 50 million people driving up and down the 5 in their shiny coffin to their FEMA. They're going to put us, Jade Helm, they're going to put us in a FEMA camp. The American right wingers, cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. I remember this girl in Salt Lake was writing a book. Oh, the numerologist. I'm a Mormon. This is all lining up. The Earth's coming to an end in October 2015. Who even the Mormon Church had to kind of make a statement, and they're fatalists, Jesus coming back, Jesus coming back, Jesus coming back. Which one? The American manufactured Jesus, the one that prays an AK-47, the one that builds fucking malls, the one that gave Joel Osteen $40 million a year, tax fucking free. Fucking, I like it how everybody just stands down, goes along. Jesus coming back. Well, I hope he hurries the fuck up, and I hope he wears a mask. Fucking, especially in fucking Michigan. Maybe we can run to Ted fucking P-Pants fucking Nugent in fucking Detroit. What a freak show. Fucking place is toxic. It's a toxic hellhole. America toxic. Third world America. Don't drink the fucking water. Fuck, what a hellhole. Fucking the hallmark of a third world country. Fucking cycling out of control. Oh, there's no inflation. There's no inflation. Today's PPI and CPI highest food prices rise since 1974. What a lie. You know what they did in the 2000s when snow job? Remember that? Bush's freaking secretary, them creeps. When they stole the United States election in 2000, I was in D.C. with the protests. They circled us back like you never see. You can look at the video, see the eggs flying at and hitting over by Bush and whatever. They circled and controlled that. You got a few families who own the entire media, local media. I mean, me and my grandson were at the public library and they did a big piece on us. Grandpa with grandson. You know, got our masks on, freaking using public pictures, blah, 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 blah. The reporter says, yeah, these are great. You know, you're going to be on the front page. Oh, no, not me. Because the media is a bunch of panty painter fucking sissies. They don't put anything on the fucking media. It's totally controlled. KSL, fucking Ogden Sanders, remember that you're talking some of the greatest terrorists who ever fucking walked the face of the earth. They don't report fucking news. They're propaganda for fucking white-collar criminals. I mean, I talked to the Attorney General in the fucking state of Utah to his face. Now, get this. The Attorney General, Sean Reyes, nice guy. I talked to him at the Bear River Massacre. Cox, who's running for freaking governor here, says to me, he gives a speech. Well, the reason we showed up this year for the first time at the Bear River Massacre site, which they used to call the Battle of Bear River, yeah, you kill 512 men, women, and children as they sleep. Yeah, there's a fucking battle, Connors. By the way, so this was Utah territory. I walked up to him. I have it on film. Why are you showing your ignorance in public? This was never Utah territory, ever. This is Washington territory. Well, that's not what we were told. Now, these are your leaders. We were told. So I talked. Reyes, it's online about, well, this Reyes character, are you related to him? New scale. Utah's the only place on earth funding these little nuclear reactors. You know, and I'm in Huntsman's ear. Huntsman's told me, John Huntsman, running for governor, one of the richest people on the face of the earth. I talked to him. I says, well, you know, one blew up in Russia. Yeah, I collected the data. Look it up. You know, YouTube squashing my view. You can't think of some of the historic interviews I have. You know, I've interviewed John Huntsman, the ambassador to fucking Russia. Multiple things. 612 views. What the fuck? How about him shooting sea lions and fucking... So I asked him, you related, you know, this new scale, this new reactor? I don't know what new scale is. Barack Obama, that's our group that asked him. On the stump, he's thinking, well, you're propped up by the nuclear industry. You're all pro-nuclear, pro-nuclear around 2008. What you going to do about Hanford? You going to clean up Hanford? You know, every president says, I'll tell you, don't know what Hanford is. This is your dumb Bush, Obama dumber, and now we got dumbass. We're all in, double down, buy the market, buy the market. Freaking whole ecology wipes out, people fucking dying, highest unemployment rate in U.S. history. Freaking inflation's gone psycho. This kid on Yahoo Finance on KSL, I like this moron. Oh my God, no inflation. You know what a car costs? Go buy the same vehicle in 2020. For real, it's up 450%. 450%. No inflation. You know what rent's done? Rent across America is up 500%. 500%. You know, food, oh, they took a bag this big, and they kept the same price and made it this big. They shrunk the American can. 100%. There's 200% inflation in food. Oh, PPI, liars don't figure, figures don't lie, liars figure. You golden handcuffs. I mean, let's play pretend, kids. Let's all play. Ooh, I got a SBA, the biggest sham you ever seen of these SBA loans in Utah. Utah doled out $1.2 billion in SBA loans. And we know Trump fired the guy who was going to look at it and police it. Just like, can we see Trump's tax returns? Think about it. The people are, he's never paid no taxes. Leon Hemsley, his godmother. You know, Leon Hemsley, his auntie. You know, that's his auntie. You know, they changed their name, the Numps. You know? Only poor people pay taxes. Okay? That's Trump. Trump, you've seen his tax returns? Guaranteed he's never paid any taxes, you know? I've predicted he's going to go bankrupt in the next few months. I looked over Trump's balance sheet. $25 million in the stock market's what he had. And that was all in the spy who loved me, pussy, galore, octopussy's name. What is he talking about? Double James Bond. Putin's puppet. I mean, Obama's puppet. Trump's Obama's puppet. It's all tied up in real estate. 666, boy, they bought Westinghouse out of receivership. Salmon numbers. So one of my whistleblowers, I have my group of whistleblowers that fish all day, every day, the best in Oregon, took his own life 2 days ago, blew his head off. You know, he's 84, but his son, the other fisherman, had to find it, you know. Selfish America, I guess. What a way to, God, disturbing. Very sad. No fish are being caught. They had the big fight in there yesterday, the fishermen threatening the officials, blah, blah, going crazy. If they wanted a gill netting, they gave them no gill netting. So we've gone for 700,000 spring Chinook in 2015. 700,000, return spring, just spring, 700,000. We're sitting at less than 40,000, and the spring runs over in a couple days. We're going to come in less, probably less than 50,000. 700,000 feet acutely. Now, why 2016? So we draw a line in the sand. Chinook salmon go to sea. First came the god of salmon, the Chinook salmon. Let's play pretend, kids. Let's pretend everything's okay. Let's pretend we don't have the highest unemployment rate in U.S. history. These are depressionary numbers. Let's pretend that we're hunkered down in a fin camp and we're just going to say, buy the market. Yay. I mean, what a loot job. Whoa. Well, you know, and you got to, let me talk about mission bay accomplished. Whoa. Who knew? Who knew? You got a population that doesn't know how to resist. They just, you know, they've bought into the paradigm. You got CNN versus MSNBC versus Foxconn News, Operation Run right out of the House of Windsor, when they're the same clan. They social engineered. God's gates, guns, God's gates, guns. Death for dogma, death for dogma, death for dogma. Trump and Obama are identical fucking globalists, fucking, you know, loot the earth, poison the planet, imperialists, wannabe, Ebby, Z, puppets. You know, the false equivalency on Balco. You know, let's maybe, my best friend in North Korea, he goes to his private island with Dennis Rodman. Freaks. It's a freak show. You could be the next King James. You could be the next Cinderella. You could win the lottery. You could be the next Jack Welch, freaking CEO. I'm on CNBC, running for Congress. Fuck. Hang yourself. Let's play pretend, kiddies. American baby boomers, most sickening culture that ever walked. And you're so vain, you probably think this video's about you. You know, are you going to be able to go up to Saratoga? You know, it's like my one buddy used to say, why do people like NASCAR instead of thoroughbred horse racing, you know, these days? This is culture. Why do they go to football from baseball? Because they can't think. Handicap a racehorse, look at her freaking rank, you know, lay down a bet, freaking gonzoed. The Puritans are back. And by the way, I keep slipping and saying Jamestown 500. St. John. St. John is 500 this year. My bad. St. John. That's the first British colony, and it's 500 years ago. This year in North America. America, you need to learn to speak American. America Vespucci spoke Italiano. No one's freaking Spanish. The mass murders. By the way, the Spaniards were the first, probably the first real hardcore mass murderers here. You know, the Puritans came here. You know, they were killers, but, you know, they kill with their self-righteous Puritan, well, their sexuality, their freaking good two shoes, don't drink, don't smoke. What the fuck do you do? Oh, they pop pills. They freaking forge names. They freaking steal SBA loans in Utah. Yeah, they said the SBA loan website was crashed within freaking 2 days. Lined up the people that got it. Such fraud. I talked to a guy there. Hey, I'm going to buy the market with my SBA. I says SBA loans to support your clan of illegals that you have. You know, remember Trump was going to clean that up. Mitt Romney told me, Kevin Black. There's another one. Mitt Romney told me to my face. I know Mitt Romney personally. I know John Hunson personally. I know Dirty Herbie personally. I know all these people personally. They're afraid of me because they're afraid of the truth. He told me, Kevin, well, you're right on the whole thing. All you got to do is just go click. They clean up the immigration, pull both sides like it's just the way it is. I said, yeah, because they're on the same team. It's imperial. It's class warfare. When are you going to realize? They don't need you. You got a whole generation. You got the under 40-year-old generation that is wiped out. Oh, they got a stimulus check. Oh, I can run and refinance my house. Let me tell you the flaw in the refinancing your house. Here's the flaw. Here's what's going on. 0% and Rand Greenspan. So you're still doing on the whole appraisal scam, which I've been on that scam for years. So you get appraisal, they're using comparables. They can go back to 2 years of comparables that sold. So they're using a comparable that sold last year to appraise your house. They haven't put any of this matrix in. So they're just going to keep going with the fairy tale. So they're putting a comparable here. Here's a house that's probably worth, you couldn't sell for, you know, $150,000. We'll give you $300,000. The chickens are going to come home to roost, Bobby. You know, you still got to pay it back. I don't care. Oh, we got a cheap interest rate. You should be getting an interest rate of 1%. Mortgage broker took $7,000. I mean, it's a ripoff. It's a freaking thief job. And Wells Fargo loaded up on your back end. I like the settlement with Wells Fargo in 2002, 2003 was opening fake bank accounts and settled money. How about Radio Roundup? How about that settlement? This sure worked out nice for them, you know. Let's pretend, kids. American toxic. Earth freaking, it's the end of it. Unemployment rate at the highest end of that freaking ecology completely collapsing. You know, this ain't going away. This is from the sea. There's no doubt in my mind. Absolutely no doubt. Albert? Where's Albert? No doubt in my mind. No doubt in mind that coronavirus. I think I had coronavirus probably last year. There's no doubt in my mind I had it. So after my leukemia, my AML de novo moving in my body, my radical crazy cancer that should have took me, couldn't have a bone marrow transplant. Walk in the sea, I fight for her, she fights for me. We from the sea, part of the chronology. I get that. I'm fighting. Rip me open, split me open, heart surgery, aortic valve, gallbladder goes. The epic war that I've been in. I had something moving in me. The last 2 years. Well, in fact, it started in 2016 at the Bernie Sanders rally. The hypocrites. I'll never forget the hypocrites. I'm there screaming, "What about Fukushima?" I'm screaming at a political rally. "Oh, stop that! Stop!" And there were younger ones, and I'm like, "Don't raise your voice at a fucking political rally." Mission Bay accomplished. And then you got the American right wingers. Hey, I only got his gun. American manufacturer. I'm gonna flex with my diesel pick. My kid has asthma. Brother died, cousin died, uncle died, freaking neighbor died, freaking, it's me. The ecology going to see American manufacturer G. Joel Steen, Mormon church pyramid scheme, freaking up is down, black is white, wrong is right. Where'd you sleep last night? Something that, it's me, it's a selfish play. Let's play pretend, everything's okay. Look at your balance sheet. It's a fairy tale, it's a Ponzi scheme. Personal Ponzi scheme. So, the freaking facade shall soon burn. This is the greatest ecological collapse, the greatest economic freaking collapse in world history, bar none. Right here in the good old U.S.A. You need to learn to speak American. I'm Sarah freaking Cocaine freaking Glenn Rice lover freaking Palin. Then there's a total freak from Sandpoint, Idaho. Whoa, let's go to Alaska and go fishing on the Kenai. It's closed. The Columbia River goes from Chinook salmon. They projected in 2016 1.4 million springers. My projections, my science, I've been dead on every single year on my number. My typo numbers. More whales washing up dead. Nothing to see. Oh, scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're stumped, they're perplexed, they're curious. That's not science, that's asymmetric because they captured academia. 20 million college students, you can go online. Professor said, I saw a professor at the store the other day, this real creep, whatever, and he and his wife both at the store, and it's 1 o'clock in their pajamas and their slippers, sloppiest, creepiest, look at people, everything. I mean, these are slobs, these are creeps, they don't do anything. No research, no field work, no nothing. What Kevin Blanch says, first you hypothesize the knowledge. They're going to lie in these meltdowns. It's going to change everything. It's going to change the biosphere, It's going to collapse the ecology. It's going to mutate. And it's going to come from you. She's going to fight back, Mother Earth. She's going to fight back. The mighty blue lady, you just gang rape her and poison her, she's going to fight back. It's going to cause mutations. You ain't even know what it is. Fuktonium skies, Fuktonium sky. A country of lies. Plutonium fires, a country of deniers. Let's play pretend, kid. Third world America, reeling out of control. Debt in 1980 was $223 million. It's what? Trillion, billion, zillion. It's Google. It's Amazon, Jeff Bezos' baby. His grandfather, Los Alamos, freaking Operation Paperclips. Grandbabies. European history on nuclear. Oh, they did it, and it ain't going away. It's just going to kill you. And you're so vain, you probably think this video's about you. Down the stretch they come. You went to Saratoga. Your horse naturally alive. No, your horse died. Yay, I got horse and cows. I watch Bonanza 6 times a week. They're not native creatures here. What? Cows? I got cowboy boots, and I'm a freaking cowboy, and I got me some cows, and I really unleash it becomes as naturals occupying up Oregon bird refuge. Oh, it's over. Next, they come for you. 500 years of the Great American Experiment. How about 75 years from Hiroshima? Chernobyl took them back to the USSR. HBO picks my brain, does all that work. They gave me a hat. But it got stole. So, it's the end of the world as we know it. Here. Oh yeah, one last thing. You got your merit badges, all of you. Fucking 9 fucking fools. You fucking go in that market. That market is fucking... You ain't seen nothing yet, fools. You ain't seen nothing yet. You know, the American housing bubble, when it pierces, which it's already piercing, you just don't know it. It's invisible because you're playing pretend. Stand tuned. It's the end of the world. Oh no, 2020. The vision is 2020. Oh, these are the Fukushima years.